Hello peeps. So it is all over the place today because normally we do our live video at 7 p.m. on a Thursday night, and I didn't do one last week because I had a horrible headache. And this week, Shez and I decided to postpone Stitch Break because we were going to have a big, we had all storm warnings, but it's not stormy. And I thought, I really don't want to not do a video, so I've jumped in the car, shut down the shop so I can do a video tonight. So quick video, no sewing machine. I'm actually going to show you tonight how to use our handbag hardware, all these cool bits and pieces, to make a handbag handle with a slidable adjuster. It's one of those things that everyone sees these lying around and says, well, you know, that's cool, how do I make it work? So I thought I'm going to show you tonight how to do it. All the stuff that I'm using in the video tonight we have at the shop. We have a nice range of little handbag things. We struggled for a little while with COVID because unfortunately the people we used to get it from closed during COVID. But we've got a whole new range that's just arrived and Corey is unpacking it and putting it on the shelf. So all your little handbag fastenings. And we have those from 1/2 inch right through to 2 inches in your different bits and pieces. And we carry them in the nickel finish and the antique brass. Also too, we're getting in more and more of it, but this lovely 1 inch wide handbag webbing in the nice polyester. I really like this one if you can see it because it's like a herringbone finish, nice and shiny, much nicer than the old school stuff, which is the same stuff like your dog collars are made of, which is a little bit not what you want on your bag. So we're getting more and more of this in. You know, I like to test stuff, so every time I get it I make stuff with it first to make sure it's okay, but I'm really quite liking this stuff. Also too, we're going to be using rivets to join everything together instead of sewing it with a sewing machine. And these rivets, again, we sell them at the shop, little individual units, and if you want to, you can use the Camstat machine at the shop to put your stuff together. You just need to book a space in the classroom to do it. Doesn't charge you anything for that. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a little slider adjustable handbag strap. You make it any size you want using these bits and pieces. So for tonight you are going to need, probably the most typical way it's done is a couple of your spring clips, and I'm using 1 1/4 inch, or I think 1 1/4, 1 1/2 inch tonight. And then you have your matching, actually I think this is 1 inch. I reckon that's 1 inch. Oh yeah, without my glasses on, that's 1 inch. Sorry guys, 1 inch slider, 1 inch handbag buckle, and also to your 1 inch D-rings. All right, so you will need a piece of webbing like so, and you will need to cut it to the length that you want your bag strap to be at its loosest, so at its longest if you're doing a crossbody strap, nice and long. And then you want to allow an extra 15 centimeters for this little bit of overlap to go on here. And then when we're done, you'll be able to adjust it and make that strap shorter or longer as you want to. And these are really good adjusters. You know, they don't slide up and down that nylon when it's finished, so they're going to be really, really good as far as their effectiveness is concerned. And they also look really cool when you put them on your bag as well. It adds that little bit of extra, or je ne sais quoi. All right, so I'm going to make it small because, you know, I really like this webbing, but also too, I'm going to make a little sample for the shop just so people can see it, so I don't want it to be too long. So let's go, what do you reckon that is? 50 centimeters. We're going to do 50 centimeters and we're going to chop it. So chop it like so. Now you can sew this on your sewing machine as well if you like. I'm doing it without the sewing machine today, but either way you do need a cigarette lighter like so, and you need to, I like this one where it's got like the whoosh sort of flame rather than the loose flame for doing this, and you just want to go ahead and just singe it to stop that from fraying out. Cool. You can also run it against the edge of your iron, but take it from me, you get in trouble off your mum if you use the edge of the iron to melt this stuff. So cigarette lighter will do the job, and we're going to do that on both ends. Now, if it does catch fire, you know, maybe you need to have like a little thing of water next to you so you can quickly dunk it in, but that's going to stop that from fraying out now. Cool, so that's fraying out. Now, sometimes your webbing has a right side and a wrong side. As you can see here with this herringbone, it doesn't matter, it's fine either way. So I'm just going to, the big thing is you want to remember which is your right and wrong side, so you don't end up with one end facing that way and one end facing that way. So just keep an eye on it to make sure that it's straight, doesn't end up with a twist in it. Okay, so the next thing that you want to do is grab your slider or your adjuster, and we want to go up into the slider like so, and then back down the other side like so, and then we're going to give ourselves about 1 inch overlap. I'm not going to say like so again. I'm going to resist the urge to say like so again. We're going to give ourselves 1 inch overlap like this, and then once that's done, we're going to get our tailor's awl. Now, you can get lots of different tailor's awls, but I love the Clover tailor's awl, and I think I've banged on about it before. Because it's tapered and then it flares out, you can actually get quite a nice large sort of wedgy result. You can actually push those holes open really wide when you want to use your tailor's awl. So I'm going to get tailor's awl and working with this side up so I can eyeball where to put this. I don't want to put it too low. So I'm making a hole for the rivet is what I'm doing. I don't make it too low so this is kicking around, but I don't want to make it too high and actually have it chop off the edge because I'm doing it on the wrong side. So I'm going to work on this side, and let's find a spot for a hole and let's pierce a hole right through. So I've just pushed that through like so. It didn't poke my fingers, which is impressive, seeing I'm doing this through the camera like that. And we're just going to leave the tailor's awl in there. So that's going to leave the hole open for us. Now the rivets. They're 40 cents a set, and a set is a long bit and a short bit. I'll pop the rest in the thing. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, it's stuck in my glove. Went in my glove. Oh, okay, done. All right, so now you've got your 2 bits of the rivet. See that guy there? And then if you're using a snap machine, if you haven't got a rivet attachment for your snap machine, you can usually buy those. Wherever you got your snap machine from should also be able to sell you a rivet die set. And what you want is you want it to be the same size as the actual rivets that you're buying. So if you need to get rivets from somewhere else, see, it fits in there and snug, nice and snug, holds the rivet. And so you can't just use your cam snap thing. It'll twist the rivet around and it'll make it all crooked. You need it to be a nice snug fit around your rivet size. So now that's that's all set up here, we're going to go ahead and put down the little short side for a second. And I'm going to try to do this through the camera so you can see it. We're going to take out the tailor's awl and very quickly replace it with this little long part of the rivet. So out comes the tailor's awl. And you have to be quick because the hole will actually close up because it's polyester. Oh, see, I wasn't quick enough. Oh, chit-chatting. Story of my life. Chit-chatted and missed the opportunity. I'm going to make that hole bigger. And let's just do it again. Take that out. And then very quickly in through there, through the other side, like so. And out it comes, like that. I hope you guys saw that because I had to look away from the camera for a minute to make sure I got that right. And then the short cap from the rivet will go on the other side and push together like so. And then this will then go on to the die for the rivet press on the, and see here too, actually it's important, I should point out, I've left enough room that this isn't in the way. If I was too close to that, you might not be able to put it under the frame. So make sure you have a little bit of room there going on. All right, and then push this down. Don't squish my fingers. There we go. Oh. Clip. And there you go. So that rivet's done a really good job of holding that together. So it's nice and quick and easy. Probably a little bit quicker than your sewing machine. I'd also argue, yeah, I would say that actually adds a little extra to it as well. So it looks really cool with that rivet there holding that together. So that's step 1 done. Now what happens next? Next, you need to put on one of your hooks. So the hook will slip on over like so. And it hangs down the bottom there. So at the moment, this is the dealio we've got. Let's make this visually a little bit better, like so. And then we're going to go, so see this is a rivet, the right side out, wrong side in, right side out, down the loop, and there is our buckle underneath. So you see that there, buckle, clip, hook. Now we're going to go back in over the piece of nylon that's already in there. So in and underneath the spacer on this side, up and around and back down. Oh, I said spacer, but I meant slider. Back down under the slider on the other side. Do you see what we've done there? And so if you look at it now, that's much like a belt, like so. And now what's going to happen is that's going to pull this way, and that's one end of your handbag handle done. That's the hardest part. So now we slide that down. You've got your adjustable handbag strap. Like that. So I'm just going to show you again one more time. This is what we've got so far. Slider, right side up with the rivet, so seam underneath. The hook is on, so the hook is located facing outwards from the right side as well. Then we're going to come back around onto ourselves, up and under the slider, back around the other side of the slider, and then adjust it like so. Then when we get to the other end, again, this is a part where you need to really make sure you're paying attention. This is the right side up. So keeping the right side up, we're going to get another Oh, don't look. I just had to chop this off the sample I just made. Chop out the other hook, like so. And then you get that hook and do the same thing. Hook goes through the other end. Again, we want to allow about, oh, I've burnt that off too already. I already melted that bit. We want to allow the same sort of distance on this end as the other. So make sure it's about the same length here and here. So I want the tail to be about the same length on each end. About there. Looks like that's the same length from there to there. And then we're going to make another hole with our tailor's awl and do it from this side. About there, I reckon. Nice. Firm push through. Don't poke my fingers. And then keep that there for a second while I organise my snaps. Short one. I'll snap. Oh, rivet. Short one and a long one. I need some tea. I need some sugar, honey. I'm starving. All right, so now we're going to take out the awl really quickly and do the quick changeover. Go fast. Oh, not fast enough again. All right, one more time. Here we go. It's riveting stuff. Get it? Riveting stuff, honey. So funny. All right. Shez wishes she was here tonight. Yeah, and again, sorry about that, guys. We're all keyed up for tonight, but then there was all the predictions for the rain, and we just thought that it would be better just in case something happened. And both Cheryl and I live in areas where if the rain comes across, we can't get home. So we thought best not to risk it, but no rain. Thank goodness, I guess. All right, let's try it again. Whoosh. Fast, 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 fast. And there we go. Through there. Put the little cap on. Like so, and just double check before I commit that it is all on the right side, which is what we want. We don't want one up the other way. And then back over to my machine. There you go, and one long press again, and there it is. That is your handbag strap. And then if you've got yourself a couple of D-rings, put the D-rings on the actual bag itself, clip those on, and your bag strap is made. So I love that. I love that. Oh, I love that herringbone polyester so much. I must order heaps more of that in. I think that's turned out really well. So that's how you put your handbag strap together. Slider on one side if you want to make it real short, so you get yourself a little disco bag. And then if you want to make it real long, so you got yourself a shopping bag, you can just adjust that up and down. But as you can see, once you've adjusted it, it doesn't slip or slide anywhere. Slide, then no slide. So I'm glad I did that tonight because lots of people ask me how to do that. I'm always talking people through it. So that's with the handbag bits and pieces there. The snap machine, if you want to borrow it to do it, you will just need to let us know when you're coming down just so I can run through it with you the first time so you know how to do it. But that's free to use. You just buy the snaps from us. So if you want to give this a bit of a bash, you can do that as well. And in this case, buy the rivets from us. I think I might call that a day. That was a quick one, but some is better than none. I'm really happy I got down to do it. Big shout out to Mikey's big sister and my little sister, Sandy. It is her birthday today. Happy birthday, Sandy. And I think I'm going to head out of here. So all going well, unless there's any natural disasters, Cheryl and I will be here for Stitch Break Thursday night next week. All right, peeps, if you give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video tonight, please don't forget to share it. And of course, always love your positive feedback and your comments. And don't forget to check out that bag hardware we've got coming in. I reckon it'll all be on the shelf very, very soon. We're packing it up and passing it up right now. Alrighty, I'm out of here. Say bye, Darren. Bye.
Bye.
Boo-boo.